You know you can't take everything with you, right? It won't fit in the truck. It can't all come in the suitcase. I know you know that. You know that. Where are you going? I don't know. Do you feel like there's somewhere that you're being called to go to? Maybe it's metaphorical, maybe it's energetic, maybe it's not like like in real life, but maybe for some of you it is. This sense of elevation or just change, transformation, like leaving something behind, but you don't quite know what it is, which I'm thinking that I don't know and you don't know yet, but at the same time, you feel it. Right now, we're at the end of January. There's this like renewal sense incoming, and there's a change in your life that is on its way to you. And maybe that is a physical location move, or maybe like you're just expanding in your career. Maybe you're getting a new partner, maybe all the above. Maybe it's a big change, and I know you're feeling this pull to like make some changes internally or externally. This does feel very practical though. This feels very much real life. Like we need to organize some things. We need to get very clear on what belongs where. What do we have? It's like taking inventory. What do I use? What I don't use? Are things all mixed up into one place and they need to just be like, okay, I need to separate this out, label it this, that, and the third. I know exactly where it is if I need to go for it, back to it. Also, like, I see what I have, I see what I don't need. And so there's also this prompting to see what can I get rid of. Like I said, it could be very practical. Like let's say we're changing over from winter clothes to spring clothes, and we can get rid of some of these long sleeve whatever. It no longer fits. Something about getting rid of things altogether. But first you need to like see what you have, or be aware like there's a hodgepodge of things and it's just very messy. And there needs some clarity, organization. This can go, this can stay. I use this. And even if you want things to stay, some things to stay, some things are like, they gotta go because you don't use them and you don't need them where you're going. You might get a new one. It could be like we're replacing things, like make room for new. It could be something like that. Or it could be like it literally doesn't belong where you're going. If you're not actually going somewhere and there's just like an elevation in like within you, in your energy, in your vibration, there's old thoughts that need to go. Maybe you're thinking a lot of thoughts and they're not clear. So one day you're here, one day you're there. And it's like, no, we need to get real clear. Unlabel this. And does it belong in my next reality, in my next phase or not? There's a lot of different ways that this can resonate. So I need you to feel into this and listen, because I feel like I'm still going to be giving examples. I have plenty of examples, but also I'm looking like a desktop with a lot of files on the desktop. And you could be like, oh yeah, I know exactly where everything is. I know it's right on my desktop, but like, that's sure, okay. It would be better though if they were in folders, if they were organized a little bit better, maybe even color coordinated, color coded. I didn't mean to say color coordinated, but maybe some of you need like to organize via like all the greens and then or like green pants, green shirts and all in one spot. Like you might have your own organization system, which is fine by whoever. It don't really matter as long as you know. And it also like helps your brain and mental and energy just be more clear when you know where things are and you've gotten rid of the old things, and like visually everything has its space and its place. Another, I'm seeing like spreadsheets, maybe budgeting. This could, like I said, this could be a lot of different things, y'all. Looking at, did I already say inventory? But like even looking at your money, your bank accounts, your input, your output, like what comes in, how often. Can you consolidate? Can you put some things together that make sense to come together, or do they need to be separated out for your future? A lot. Okay. Whenever, if you're not, okay, in the creator space, or like if you're creating or you're getting funds from like Google or YouTube, like fingers crossed one day, right? Being able to track or maybe you just own a business, like you need to track your money, and it needs to probably go into a business bank account instead of your personal bank account. Your money needs to be separated, so when taxes come, it's very clear how much you made and how much you paid yourself with, and you can clearly track the expenses. And maybe this is for somebody that you need to start doing, going on ahead and planning, even if the money's not coming in yet, planning, when it comes in, what bank account is it going to? Do I need to open up another bank account? Do I have to pay for that bank account? Do I, or like to keep it open, does it need to have money in it? Or can it just be open? Can I switch it over to a business account later? Do I know that's where the funds are going to go? Is that already mapped out for my future? So there's the energy of that as well. Pre-planning. And so, like I said, you might not know where you're going or what's happening. And maybe you didn't have an inkling that, hey, I need to start doing something. But I'm telling you now that this message found you for a reason. And you need to start looking around, seeing, feeling, is there too much? Do I have too many things? Are things unorganized? Do I need to get more clear about what I have, what I need, what I don't have, what I don't need? What do I need to get to make my life easier, clearer, more balanced, more organized? Because when it's time to go, it's time to go. Wherever we're going. When it's time to shift, it's time to shift. And you aren't going to have time to diligently go through the ins and outs and all your folders and all your files and all your clothes and all your knickknacks in your closets. You're not going to have the time for that. You're going to have to be like, okay, I'm ready. It's like, and maybe some of you have to pack light. And maybe it's like you need to actually be getting rid of a lot of things because it's not, you can't take it. And not because, it could be for a lot of reasons why you can't take it. Maybe you're supposed to pack light where you're going. You're supposed to just have less attachment to things, or less attachment to different thoughts and behaviors and identities. Maybe it's going to be replaced with better. This energy of packed light, or even like maybe it's because you're going to have to move so fast. You can't have things weighing you down. And like the more stuff you're trying to take with you, like the slower it is to get to where you're going. And it's like giving like quick turnaround, like a quicker, like you have 30 minutes. 30 minutes is given that. So it's almost kind of like get ready. So you stay ready. So you don't got to get ready. Go ahead and start in the littlest ways, the big, however you feel called, whatever you see, like, yeah, that's right. This junk drawer is really junky. I know you got a junk drawer. We all got a junk drawer. And if you ain't got a junk drawer, then kudos to you. Kudos to you. But yeah, just separating things out, seeing what you have, taking the inventory. What do you need? What do you need to get rid of? Separating things out, being very clear visually, even just seeing what's going on so you can energetically feel a little bit more clear inside. Getting rid of old things, and even, I was thinking, saying like behaviors, thoughts, even diet wise, I feel like I always go health, but there's so many things about your body as well that helps connect you to your intuition, that maybe you need a clear intuition where you're going, and there's too much junk right now in your system and it needs to come out. Like it's almost toxic. And that still could be very metaphorical, but it also could be true. You know how long some food sits in your stomach and your intestines? Do you know? Do you want me to look it up right now? Because I will. It's very long, depending on what you ate. Let me look it up for you, because I love the facts. Well, y'all, I've been searching for so long, I forgot what I was saying. It ain't been that long. It's probably been like 5 minutes, but what am I even asking? How long can food stay in your intestines? It should pass pretty fast. But if there's blockages, it can be days to weeks, And that's not what we want. And there could be several reasons, why you have a blockage. And I'm not going to go there. You can do your research, and I'm not here to tell you about any health conditions. But maybe if you're having stomach issues, look into that. So this is not really a matter of, like, I'm not even saying it's a matter of drinking more water, flushing your system. It's really like, flushing your system out. We need to get the internal workings cleared. It needs to come out. I'm thinking like a colon cleanse. Maybe some of y'all need a colon cleanse, and I promise y'all, I don't know where this conversation's going. I can tell you though, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna go TMI with you right now. But that could be something for somebody. And even if you have a good intestinal system, why am I still talking about this? There could be still things like from past times stuck to like the intestinal wall, and it's just not as efficient. The intestines are not as clear. It can delay transit time of digestion, full digestion from mouth to toilet. And so why? Because there's a lot of things that need to be cleared out, and so it delays you. It's interesting because I wrote down, I did write flushing out and detox and like internal body excretions, but I also wrote if you took these things with you, it would delay and I didn't even finish, y'all. I said it would delay exactly, because I was like, delay your what? I don't know what this is. I would get excited. I can see it can be kind of fearful because it's like, yeah, I'm excited for the elevation, a new destination, a new place that we're going. But this anxiety kind of leaving behind things that I've grown so accustomed to, I've grown attachment to. Like, I love all these things. I need to take all these things. Maybe I need to take all these people. I want to bring these people with me. Like, I want us to share the experience. But it's like everything that you have now can't come with you. It doesn't belong with you. There's new people. There's new files to download. There's new clothes to buy. There's new experiences to be had. And if we can just start with something small. And I know it can cause anxiety. I feel like some of y'all might be a little bit of hoarders. It don't have to be extreme, but, even me sometimes like, oh, but wait, what if I go back to starting that hobby? I'm going to need my yarn. It's like, okay. When's the last time you touched your yarn? It ain't been that long, honestly, but like, do I need all of that yarn to come with me? Like, no. Who can you help? You can give some things away. Oof. There's a song. First of all, I just heard the song, I give myself away so you can use me. My life is not my own. To you I belong. I give myself away. I don't think that's what we're talking about, but that might resonate with somebody. There's also a song, and these are gospel songs, and I'll find that song real quick. And I don't like wasting y'all time. I know y'all be like, oh, get to the point. Skip. Listen. Take that same energy and start getting rid of some stuff since you in such a hurry. Since you want to move all fast. You causing your own delay by being procrastinating on other stuff, but you want me to hurry up. No. I'm just kidding. I'm going to pause it though. What'd I say? I give myself away. William McDowell. Let me go through some lyrics and then I go find the other song. Just may or may not help somebody. I'll go to this one. Take my heart, take my life as a living sacrifice. All my dreams, all my plans, Lord, I place them in your hands. I give myself away so you can use me. Basically, my life is not my own. To you I belong. I give myself to you. So that's basically the gist of that. Very repetitive. The other one was... Let me think about that. 'Cause I'm it's in my tip of my tongue, and it's about like my storage is empty and I'm available to you to show someone the way. That might not resonate all the way. And I am available to you. That song was playing in my head not too long ago, but I don't know the song title. Hold on. Okay, it's called I'm Available to You. And I think it's by a lot of different people who covered the same song. But here's like a gist of some of the important lyrics, I think. It's use me, Lord, to show someone the way and enable me to say, my storage is empty and I am available to you. Now I'm giving back to you all the tools you gave to me. My hands, my ears, my voice, my eyes, so you can use them as you please. I have emptied out my vow so that you can fill me up. Ooh. Some of y'all got stuff that, toxic, don't need it, never needed it. First of all, shouldn't have ever been anywhere around you in your environment, in your household, in your system, should have never came in contact with you. Situations, ideas, mindsets, should have never been in your position. And listen, whether you put it upon yourself or somebody else gave it to you, neither here nor there. You're being asked to empty, get rid of, dismiss, clear out, organize. And this does feel like so you can be refilled with something else, with something better, with something new. I'm doing a new thing in you. So you can fill me up. Now I'm free and I just want to be more available to you. Use me, Lord, to show someone the way. Enable me to say my storage is empty and I'm available to you. Okay? So that's part of that. Whew. Trying to think of anything else. I know there can be anxiety when you're being asked to get rid of, to let go. 1, 2, 3, release them. I wish that I had a phone to call you up. If you're on TikTok, then you should know. It's over. That's what my mind's telling me, right? It's okay, hold on. Trying to weigh me down. Lord, I got some things I need to say. Release it, trying to weigh you down. Where was I going with that? I don't even know. I got distracted. I say it can feel like anxiety, especially when you don't know where you're going, but you've been asked to get rid of things. Some things are out of your control. That is like maybe something breaks and it's like, okay, well, I guess I'm not meant to have that. I guess I got to throw that away. It's like, dang. It's like if things are breaking, maybe that's a sign like, okay, well, you need to get rid of it anyway. Maybe. If people are falling out of your life, they can't come with you. This message kind of took a turn for like giving me more of the reason why, or we have so many examples, right? I still think there's a lot of physical things we need to get rid of. And I think it's because there's the physical and energetic connection is stronger than we believe. And I just looked up at my hair and I'm like your hair, when you cut your hair and it's like, oh, I just released all that energy. Very much the same type of vibe. Very much, oh, somebody gave you a jacket and it carries their energy. Very much when a loved one passes away and you still feel their energy on their clothes and you wear their clothes because you understand their energy is still with you. So you got to decide what comes and what stays, what comes and what goes. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. You're in charge of that too. What comes and what goes, but what stays and what needs to leave. But understand the energetic weight of keeping things. And maybe you want to keep those things. Maybe it has great significance. Even more than other people would know. And so when you're like, oh yeah, I got to keep this. And people are like, oh no, get rid of that. It's junk. It's like, no. This is my grandma's ring, right? I'm just not going to take this to the pawn shop. What? That can come. That actually needs to come with me, for sure. But like I said, it's up to you. So I have 555 on my clock right now. So the timer on the stove, you already know that means change. Perfect timing. I love it. Let's look it up like I like to do. It's like, dang, you done looked up everything. You know what? Got me burping. I just put 555. I didn't even put angel number because I feel like at this point my phone should know, Google should know, and I mean angel number. But let me read what the AI thing says. Just with a 555, it says most commonly refers to the. This might not have nothing to do with anything, but I just like to. This might resonate with somebody. Most commonly refers to the fictitious telephone prefix in the North American TV and movies to avoid using real phone numbers. Some of y'all are going somewhere or doing something that ain't nobody exactly. They can't come with you. They're not supposed to know. This is like, oh, I'm giving you a fake number. Like, I'm going to avoid using my real phone number. You cannot contact me. Don't contact me again. Goodbye. That's for some of y'all. You giving out fake numbers. It also signifies a widely used integrated circuit timer. I don't know what that means. It says THAI, like THAI, Thai internet slang for LOL. The internet slang 555 means ha 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 because the number 5 is pronounced ha in Thai. And then it says this also is a brand of cigarettes. What? State Express 555. Exactly. Some of y'all need to put down the cigarettes. And I'm not going that far, but that's what came to my mind when I was talking about, things that are in your system that need to be cleared out. And it's like maybe you did it upon yourself, like the lung issues, you can't breathe, the flow of oxygen, the food, you're not getting the good nutrition because your intestines are full of junk. There's the in and out breath, the transition of food through the body is slow. It's delayed. You're not getting the proper nutrition, you're not getting the proper oxygen, y'all. Whoever meant to hear that, you're still here for it. And we got to cleanse some things. We got to get rid of some things, some bad habits, something. Anyways, you already know 555 means change. And that's how I'm going to leave it at. Okay, so don't know quite where I'm going, but I know I'm leaving. It's giving you don't got to go home, but you got to get the out of here.